Howdy folks, Rudrose here. This is going to be a pretty short one today. I'm sick, and I've been sick for a while, so I'm getting over that, so I just don't really have the vocal capacity to go in a long video, so I apologize. I actually had a parody video written, and I needed to record it, and then of course I got sick, so I couldn't do that. So hopefully I'll have that out next week, but I just wanted to kind of make a short little touch base on a few things I wanted to mention. First of all, if you are going to GenCon, I'll actually be there. I'll be working a booth. I think I'll be in the back corner of the vendor hall. I don't remember the area it is, but feel free to come by and say hello if you would like, and I should be there. Sadly, because I'm working, I'm not going to have time to visit like the Lorcana panel unless I can find a break from the booth for a bit, but we'll see. So regardless, looking forward to seeing what cards might show up on the, what is it called, the rotation list. Secondly, I don't have anything new to report about Set Championships because I wasn't able to go to one this weekend since I was so sick. Third, I wanted to touch briefly on the DLC situation in Milwaukee. Most people know what a kind of a clown show that was, but how it ended up for me, I got up at, I think, 10:30 that morning is when I'd set my alarm for. I wanted to give myself some time to prep, and of course it was disappointing and kind of frightening to already learn, what do you mean they've already gone on sale? Oh my god, did I miss it? Did I miss it and I wasn't even ready? And then so Kelly and I made her bring her laptop downstairs to my office because I just had this feeling like something's going to go wrong. Something's already gone wrong. Like if something changes, I need to be able to communicate to her. Well, I couldn't get on the website at all. It just kept giving me that error loading. Thank goodness for Brad, the mayor, and the people in my Discord who I guess they were in the official, not PPG, Pastime Events Discord, and they were able to give us that new link live, because otherwise I would have had no idea. You know, Kelly doesn't use Discord. She would have had no idea either. So just the way that was handled was just so wrong and poor and just so sloppy, and another long list of things that like Ravensburger is just kind of fumbling on lately. And granted, I don't know if that was entirely their decision, and there's been debate about that. You know, okay, who is the real to blame? Pastimes, Ravensburger, or someone else? But to be honest, as a consumer and a customer, which is ultimately how I view this game, is, you know, I'm a customer. I buy a product and I expect a product or a service for that. It doesn't really matter who's at fault. And I don't mean that to sound callous, but it doesn't matter. I don't care. I want the thing to work. When I give you the money, I want to get the thing. And I'm already giving you a 50% markup for this event. It's $75 as opposed to $50. Why is it $75? What am I getting out of that? Am I getting more cards? Am I getting more entertainment? Because if there's a reason it's increased, as in I'm getting more as a customer, then okay, fine, that's one thing. But if you're just raising the price just to raise the price, that's not cool. I don't appreciate that at all. Luckily, Kelly and I were able to get a ticket, so we will both be going there to compete, but it just felt more like luck and like a sigh of relief of like, oh, well, thank goodness we got ours, but it sucked for everybody else in my Discord, STL, and everyone who wasn't able to get one. So, yeah, it was just a big old mess. If you didn't happen to catch the end of it, check the end of the ICL. I think they had their final match the other night. I've really enjoyed casting that for Luke and with Katie and JDZ and all those folks. It's been fun. And, you know, if Ravensburger, if you're listening, you should already know this, but I'll just say it officially here anyway in case. I would absolutely love to cast a DLC. It's something I have a lot of experience and practice at. I've been doing it for years and years and years. I have a degree in theater, so, you know, speaking is kind of my thing. So I'd absolutely love to do one of these. I'd much rather do that than playing one. So that's my official, audition, I guess. And finally, because I can already feel my voice hurting, I'll just give a final little rant on Ruby Sapphire. I don't know what your locals are, but my locals are just flooded with Ruby Sapphire, and I'm just so sick of playing that deck over and over again. I don't understand why that deck has infinite item recursion and infinite action recursion. Like, infinite. It doesn't run out. You know, in a game like Final Fantasy, or at least back in the day, they had this card called Kryl, and it would bring back a summon, and a summon was like equivalent to an action card, right? But then when you used it, it would exile it from the game, so it could never be used again. So you'd get one extra use, and then it would go away. Well, and later they came out with a card called Man in Black, which let you bring back that summon and just reuse it ad nauseum. It was basically Maui Half Shark. It would just go to the discard pile, whatever they called it over there, break zone pile, and then you could just get it back over it. It was so annoying, and it's so annoying when the shark does it and when Tamatoa does it. And the coil just ruins everything. Like, my buddy always complains about Sisu as a card, and I can see why Sisu's frustrating. But Sisu isn't played in any other red deck. Nobody bothers to play Sisu in Ruby Amethyst, other than maybe as like a one-of copy, and usually only if they have the shift target. Nobody bothers to play that Sisu in like red yellow, even with a Mufasa, because there are so many targets, it just doesn't hit. It's specifically played in Ruby Sapphire along with the Sapphire Coil, which again is another card you don't really see in any other deck. On occasion, a Baja Blast, blue-green deck will run it to help with Under the Sea, but not always. It's exclusively run, or almost exclusively run, in this red-blue deck, because not only does it turn Sisu's removal into destroy anything on the board, which is ridiculous. My Maui should be safe from being banished by a Sisu, but thanks to Coil, it's not. It also fulfills their win condition. Their win condition is get a bunch of items on the board, drop Tamatoa, instant dime, win with victory. Also, it feeds into the Maurice's Workshop so they can just draw forever. Like, why? I just don't understand why that deck gets buffed set after set after set after set. And given the way they seem to favor it, I'm sure it'll be no different than after rotation. Anyway, I'm sick. I'm going to go rest. Hopefully, maybe I'll see you at GenCon. Hope to have that parody video out next week, but no promises. I don't know how long this sickness will last, so hope you're doing well. Until next time, take care.